It's another pleasant Thursday afternoon from Pinsville, right outside Monrovia. This is ELBC and other stations across Liberia on 99.9, 89.9, other partner stations around the country. The Bumper Show Weekends Edition. My name is Isaac Ray. I'd like to say pleasant welcome on social media is Yasa Zuba. And we'd like to say pleasant welcome here on the show that brings current development, whether it's the economic news, political news, or social news. We're here on top of the world. Let me say this pleasant and quiet Thursday afternoon. Welcome to the show. I will have Ambassador Eric F. Morba, leading marketing communication regional salesman of Semanco. He will tell us where he takes the ambassador title from. Well, Victor J. Saar is head of quality assurance, and J. Ramsey Raw, logistic and shipping officer. We'll be talking about introducing Semanco products, super plied cement. What is that? Well, we're in construction business. After all of the breaking down of structures, we have to rebuild. We want to build quality material. So cement is a key component of construction. So plied cement is 32 FR, 42 FR, 42 5R, 42 5R cement. What is that? They will explain Sharon's Semanco commitment to developing the infrastructure industry. They'll be interacting with the public too. So if you're a builder, you're a construction engineer, or you want to build your structure, you want it solid, tune into the show here and then call in and let's do the show interactively. If you don't know, Alexander Cummings is in Kakata, Margibi County with his campaign. The Unity Party does his campaign on Sunday. President Weah leaves. Oh, he left the country. All right, now he's in flight to the United Nations to address the General Assembly after campaigning in Bunk County. And what's that? Who else is somewhere around? Tiwan Dongla, I don't know where he is. If you're a Tiwan Dongla person, we're not talking much of a politics today. We would like to bring you trending political events since we are 26 days from elections day. President Weah connects more homes in Bonn with the CLSG electricity that was in Palala on the other day. President Weah denies government involvement in drugs crisis. Boost for Liberia educational system, who says that government launches secondary school textbooks. A boost for education. That's a repeat of the story. We can read it 2 times. What next? Police identify culprits in airport drugs burst. Trending events. If you know any good news, I like good news. Call in, and I told you my guests are from Semanco. They will have to come on shortly. Let's be there and stay tuned. Well, I'm told by our business office, the Semanco folks put in for 2 hours. Now we're getting in 1 because the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Dr. Buffer Chima, comes in here at 5 o'clock. Then let's run into them right now. I guess you're watching them on the social media. And so we have, you would like to call your respective names. I hope your microphones are all on. The red lights on?
Yeah, the red lights on.
All right, so just call your name starting from you.
Good afternoon to EABC. Family. Good afternoon.
Not EABC, Liberian people. Go ahead.
I'm going ahead. So, good afternoon to Semanco. Good afternoon to the Liberian following us, our distributors, our customers. My name is Jion. I'm responsible for logistics and shipping.
All right.
Good afternoon to our value customers. Good afternoon to the Liberian people. Good afternoon to our workforce and our distributors. My name is Ambassador Eric F. Moba Jr. I'm leading marketing communications and regional sales.
All right.
Okay, good afternoon to our listeners, our value customers, and our managing director and the team of directors at Semenco. And good afternoon to all of our distributors, our colleagues at Semenco. We want to say we are here because of you. And my name is Victor Johnson Sarr. I am the head of quality assurance at Semenco.
All right. So we need a lot of information from you today. It's not often that Semenco is on the radio.
Yes.
You hear the adverts and the opportunity for people who are users or buyers or your client community. We have an opportunity to interact with you. So be by the radio, listen to them keenly. Let me ask you, is Semenco the only or sole distributor of cement in Liberia?
No, Semenco is not the only manufacturer of cement right now in Liberia, and Semenco does not have monopoly.
All right, that's one of the big questions. So I know our listeners were going to ask you that. But again, Mr. Ramsaror, let me ask you about shipment, movement, and quality of delivery. How do you do your whole system of keeping the product, distributing the product? Let's hear you.
So again, yes, my department is responsible for shipping. That includes all the raw material that come to Liberia. We bring in the shipping operated, bring the raw material to Semenco, produce it, then we go on do the distributions. We do the distributions through our distributors. As you know, Liberia, Semenco is the only company that produces cement, sells through Liberian distributors, and we support them through our logistics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all right.
And by that, as they buy the cement, we transport it across Maserado, Bicano.
The charges of transport are on the product or free?
No, distributors it come with some benefit that you will get as a distributor for Semenco, and also to reduce the price on the market. So we support them through our logistics department by transporting the cement through Maserado, through Grand Basso, Lofa, not Lofa, because we try to reach Lofa by the road, Bon, Neyman, and Mikey.
Nearby counties with good roads. So, Ambassador Eric Moba, you don't have monopoly. Are you the one that has the best quality cement on the market?
Yes, Semenco is the leader. Semenco is the leader in the cement industry in Liberia. We've been around since 1968. Our reputation for quality has sustained us on the market, and we can proudly say that we built this nation.
All right. So, Eric.
Yes, sir.
What is... no, let me come to Sarah Victor. What is quality assurance? What do you do?
Yeah, my function or our function as Semenco quality department is to first of all assure quality by testing the raw material that we have imported in Liberia, and then advanced management on all the production process, how to go about producing a certain category of cement. Maybe we are producing 32.5 or 22.5 as we've come in studio to discuss our new product. So based on the quality of the raw material, it informs our decision on how we go about producing the cement. So, but before
your department is the vetting process of the material, what is raw or local?
Yeah, before the cement is ever placed in the bag, it must be tested every hour through my department and
scientifically.
Yes, scientifically. We have a state-of-the-art laboratory at Semenco, and you can find time anytime to come and assess the facility there. And so we run the cement test. We even have a running XRF lab where we test even the very light element in the cement to determine its chemistry. So it is a robust process. And before I go further, let me just tell the public that Semenco is the only cement company with an ISO certificate or ISO certificate. We are ISO certified, meaning we have the 9001 2015 certificate. It means that our processes are tested, they are processed, and they are monitored. So everything we do at Cementco is being monitored based on international standards. And we have standards we use to produce the cement. I also want to tell the people that cement.
Do you have an independent person who verifies, like maybe the Ministry of Commerce? Do they have to go through all the requirements? You're testing, but you're internal.
Yep.
Do you have any independent watchdog that agree your product before, your production, to ensure that you're meeting the standard?
Yeah, thank you very much for that question. We have the Liberia Standard Authority. It has just been established, and we were working with the Commerce Ministry, and sometimes they do their own monitoring process, and I would not delve into that. They have their own monitoring process. But for us, we have standards like the EN standard we use for 22.5x, the Super Plus. We have a standard that governs that process. We use an European standard. Liberia does not have a cement standard up to present, so we go for Cementco being an international company because we are owned by Halliburton Material. So
Halliburton Material based where?
Yeah, in Germany. It's a German company.
Okay.
Yeah, 150 plus years old now. So we produce our cement based on these European standards. We have reference from the ASTM standard. Those are two best standards in this world for cement production. So for 22.5x that we are about to launch to the market on Monday, we are using the EN413.
All right.
So
thank you for that. Will be considered as your introduction. So let's start with what brings you to ELBC. Everybody wants to know Cementco on the radio. What is it that brings Cementco? Ramsey, Victor, and Eric are here from Cementco. If you may want to challenge it, you can call. They are the lead cement production or manufacturing company in Liberia. And let us start with Ramsey, then Victor and Eric. What is the crust? Everybody, you go to the Thai Center and say, what bring you here? What the crust of your presence on the radio here? Let the public hear you.
So thank you very much. The launchings of our 22.5S is the main reason we are here. But first, as you started first, you said we have been far from the radio. So now we come to also inform Liberians some of the work we've been doing. We've been around, as Macaulay said, since 1968. We've been building the roads in Liberia, commercial building, the bridges that connect cities and counties. Those are Liberian produced, Liberian Cementco cement you have been seeing, making those bridges. And we have come to tell the Liberian people some of the work we've been doing and to educate them about our products. As of Monday, we'll have 4 products on the market, as we listed in 22.5S, 32.5 hour, 42.5 hour, and 52.5 hour. So my colleague, the quality man, will go into deep and explain to the public how to use those cement for their own benefit.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, so like Ramsey have said, right? We try to create opportunities for our end users and all of our customers, even the project guys. So the issue of introducing a 22.5 on the Liberian market is to provide the cost opportunity, particularly number one, and because we realize that most of our end users, those who go to buy their 1 bag of cement, 2-3 bags of cement, do not have the purchasing power as compared to the project guys or people who are into mega production or construction. So we decided to do something. The 22.5X is a universal product. That is why, in fact, it has a standard to go about producing it. So management decided to give back to the country, as we've always done since 1968, is to produce a product that will aid in the ease the burden on our customers, so that they don't stress themselves in setting work, because construction is divided into categories. Some want cement to just lay their tiles, some want cement to just plaster their walls, and some need cement to lay their blocks. So we're telling you that, look, we have the 22.5X, which is here to allay your concerns on laying tiles, instead of going for 32.5 and spending too much and then using too much strength, cement power, to do a certain work, that you could just use 22.5 to lay your tiles, to plaster your walls, and to lay your blocks. you can use it. So we provide this opportunity so that people who never had much income to do their construction work could use it as an opportunity. And we are not saying that it performs more than 32.5 because all our products are categorized or are graded based on their performance level. So it is very important that you get to understand you can have the cement, but the application of the product is also very important. So that is why you see we came up with this 22.5 so that our people will have the opportunity to take part in the production of their or the construction of their homes and making it decent and making it very okay for them.
All right, like you want to add?
Thank you. Thank you. The reason we are here, we came to sell Maggie. Simple and plain. We came to tell the Liberian people the value we offer to them and what they can use a particular product to do and how it's going to solve the Liberian people problem. So, from the market perspective, we have, as at now, 3 products on the market. The 32.5 hour. As at now, the 32.5 hour is recommended for the 32.5 hour is recommended to be used for block making, floor works, plastering, tile laying. I mean, regularly right now it's the regular cement on the market until we can come in with the 22.5. Then we have the 42.5 hour. The 42.5 hour product is mainly used for wetland constructions like foundation work, stronger concrete blocks like you want to make for wetland foundation. Is also used for casting, road pavement, beams, pillows. We recommend the 42.5 hour for those functions or those stages of your construction work. Then the 52.5 hour is a high grade cement product that we recommend for construction of walls against sea erosion, mega structures, bridges, like the 52.5 hour was used during the U.S. Embassy project, the Somalia Drive Road, the bridges along the Somalia Drive Road,
even the dam.
the hydro
We build the
dam.
hydro.
So, I mean, that's a cement that you don't easily see on the market, and more people will ask, but we only see the picture of the 52.5 hour, but we don't easily see this product. So because this product is a kind of complicated to handle, so you only purchase it when you're about to use it. And the big news we have for the Liberian people is we are introducing another product on Monday. Monday, Semenco will start to sell to the Liberian public another product we call the 22.5X. And this 22.5X is being introduced to serve the needs of our low-income earners. That's the value proposition. We want to be able to solve the problem of the men who cannot afford, as you and myself, who got good jobs, but want to live in a decent home, or the man who started his project, probably he used the 42.5 hour on his foundation, he spent so much money, he came to do his block well, he made block with the 32.5 hour. Now that block say now on the sun, the rain can't beat it, the sun can't beat it, because he can't afford to raise that wall. So now we come in to solve the problem, or the man who decided, let me just move in the house, and later on we'll put tile, and later on we'll plaster the wall to make it look good. But every time you go out for the 32.5 hour press, it's just too high. You say, I got other priorities. I got food, I got school fees, I got medication. And I think I should focus on those things. And we see plenty of unfinished house. So the 22.5X is basically for finishing touches, finished work. So the 22.5X is recommended for 3 specific purposes: for plastering, for block laying, and for tile laying. We want to emphasize this because in cement construction, you will want to use a particular product to yield maximum result. So we are saying to you, you cannot use the 22.5X for block making because you will not get the result you desire. That is not the maximum result you're going to get. It's not made for that. You will say, we know Liberian men, our men into the block factory will test the water. But we want to let the public know that this product we are introducing on Monday is intended to help you complete your construction. You started this work, they won't hire you can't finish now. You just carrying it all. Small money you take pay, you gotta go do small touches on the horse. It's just too expensive for you. So now Semenko say our Liberian people need to build their homes. And I'll tell you one of the story behind this 22.5 5x. Our bosses and us travel to every part of the country, including the southeast. Most time you see some structure, the man just do the there to there, and the thing just standing, he can't plaster it, and the man will try to import where we're on it. When we beat that way, it can get ugly. And sometimes you enter some of the homes in the rural area, they cannot do the flow because the cost of product has already been affected by the transportation from Moravia to those places. So we want this product to be affordable and always available to the Liberian people.
And I like the way you end it. This product should be affordable and available. Yes. Now, and I would think anybody who probably will call it or probably will be thinking the same way and reading that the good news and the big news you could give them is that you have some price adjustment. Do we have any news as you introduce the new product called Pride, right?
Super Plus.
Super Plus.
Super Plus.
The 22.5 Super Plus.
Are we looking at adjusting the price, making it, because affordable means anybody can go and buy it. Anybody can finish. Your objective is that people should finish their unfinished buildings, put their floors, plaster the mud, what we're doing in the interior, daub our homes, and then put some cement on it. Any adjustment in the price so that you bring some good news to the consumers?
So yeah, this is the idea. I know where you come from when you say the adjustment of the price. We want to say to our consumers that the 22.5X or the Super Plus, Semenko Super Plus, is not a replacement for the 32.5. We're not adjusting the 32.5 price, but we gave you option. Now you want to go plaster.
So the one that you said affordable, now how am I going to pay for that?
The 22.5 hour, I mean the 22.5X.
Maybe you want to forget about confusing me.
Confusing the Super Plus. Okay, the new product.
The new product. When you keep saying 22.8, then I'm like, so when I see the Super Plus, I know what the price for that.
The Super Plus, we're going to introduce it to the market at a price of $6.70. That
could be the lowest.
That's the lowest.
Almost $7.
Yes, almost $6.70.
So if I buy $6.70, how much do I sell it?
The issue about the selling price, one major factor that affects the selling price is the cost of transportation, freight. So it is not in Semenko authority to.
You don't want a distributor or a client or somebody to exploit. Because if I went to the store to look at distributor, right?
Yeah.
Logistics and shipping man. If I want to go buy the product and somebody else sells it to me $10, making almost $2.80. $2.20 profit, considering the freight and all that stuff. The next thing, I'm not going to say as a Semenko. The seller will say to me that my price that makes this, how Semenko selling it to us?
But
how do you manage? You have to get involved with what your product end up to.
This is what we do as Semenko. We provide support to the distributors.
And you transport it.
Yeah, transporting it to the shop.
So if you remove all that burden, which is the freight, then how come I'm selling it for $10 when it should be sold for something where he makes maybe 25 cents on?
It is a very rare case that you will have more than 30 to 50 cents on one bag. But there is another thing. Understand that even though we deliver to that distributor shop, he's paying the rent for that shop. He's paying his employees or people who work with him. He's paying the laborers that will offload and unload the cement to the vehicle. So we depend on the Ministry of Commerce or whatever regulatory authority to be able to monitor these prices in the market.
I like
so
that
what
part.
We do, we publish our price.
We publish our price.
Where the state will handle
so that people don't exploit. This is ELBC Radio. Our friends from Semenko are on the radio. They are using minimum time to make maximum use of selling the product, and Super Plus comes to the market on Monday. You must be the first person to try and get a bag of that and see what it is. Quality control measures,
you need to try it.
Everybody needs to try it. I don't know what I'm going to do with some construction, but again, at 5 o'clock, the Speaker of the 54th Legislature, Dr. Bofors Chinber, representative of District Number 2, Solocan, Maryland County, will be on the radio on the Legislative Hour program. So our listeners are encouraged to continue to listen. Before I go back to Ramsey, Victor, and my friend here, Eric, let me go to the social media. George, we are picking. I'm watching from Banga. Thanks. Try and get a bag of Super Plus, do something with it. I am Chris Silly from Zia #1. I always see this guy. He's regular watching the show. Do Administrative District Interpreter sitting in my county. I am a grandson of, oh my God, do we need all that information? Thanks for watching. George Way, I'm watching you from the newsroom of Radio Kwatike in Bangabong County. Bill S. or B. Sumo, watching you from Bana's, what is Bana's? Bana's Beach, Bana's Compound, wherever. Thanks for the show. Let's talk about the cement. It's not about just watching. Thomas Chi, let's keep the peace of Mama Liberia. It's all we have. Well, I like that. We're in the election year, so I'm sure he's directing his comment at those people who are going across the countryside campaigning. This is I keep telling myself I need glasses now. This is kind of a Fossat Jabate, following you closely from District number 11, Montserrado County. Varman Kroma, I'm following you from Salaye, Lofa County. People are watching, people are on the social media. We're talking about cement. If you're trying to get cement to Ganglostown, to Laolazu, to Bokasa in Lofa, you better know that Superplast is the new cement that is coming on the market. The folks here say from Eric that is affordable and it's going to be available. While we're here selling your product, we also like to ask you about environmental issues. That is one of the things that always come up against you. You're making the cement, you're doing production, and then the people who are in the environment, maybe the pollution or the chemical effect, because there's a mixture in there, and then also the roads around you, corporate, responsibility to say, look, I will take 20 bags of cement, try to do the roads so that the road looks good. Because you get, according to you, you need the cement to do some roads. Why are you always bothered by your community, your nearby neighbors, about pollution and about bad roads in Blamantan or whatever the community?
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much for that question. We always having this back and forth with the community and with some stakeholders, but. Right now, Semenco has contracted about 3 years now. F-Time is our environmental consultant, and so I'm sure our EPA certificate should be on the way. Our renewal. So EPA is always on our backs, and they are always assessing our facility. And we have it does collection equipment that tests even for us the workers too. They must test the environment.
The equipment does in the air.
It can test the hazards, and because it should reach a certain level, a certain percentage, before it becomes dangerous for your health, right? So we also F-Time is doing that on a regular basis, and then we have
F-Time consultant independent.
Yes, yeah, independent, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And they're monitored by EPA.
They're monitored by EPA.
Of course. And then another thing we do again, we have a state-of-the-art mill or grinding process, which is being built in a way that it doesn't pollute the air with dust. So our dust is being contained and controlled within the process, because the very dust we are producing is what we put in the bag. So we don't even want it to even go in the air, because we need it to sell. So the cement is dust. And then when our raw material comes, we have an eco hopper system. The company installed over 2 years now. I think it should be 3 years running. At the airport, at the seaport, Freeport, where we install them before we offload our raw material. So the eco hopper is that equipment that is that absorb the dust and blocking it from going in the air. So it just suction the dust.
So you have everything technically good to control.
Yes,
the pollution situation.
Pollution is being controlled.
Talk about the roads around you. That could be very political. You don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to go to the roads, I think, because it is technically political. So let us leave that.
All right,
but we know that Semenco is in full compliance with corporate social responsibility. You can request the record, and you will get the full information of that. If Semenco was not in compliance, trust me, you will hear the yo-yo beyond all. But we can tell you that we have a good relationship with the communities surrounding us, and we are in compliance with
all right. I will soon be going to the telephone line. I might be running out of questions. Our listeners have a lot of questions for you, so I will let them take you on shortly, but I'd like to go to Ramsey. Ramsey, you have some information that I wouldn't ask you.
Yes. I just wanted to add when my friend was giving the prices. We started by saying those
They may
prices.
only call one price here.
Okay,
The $6.70.
we'll give you the prices.
Yeah,
And,
would like to, okay.
and the prices we are giving you, the prices are in our place, displays that you can see, and these prices are through our labyrinth distributor. I'll continue to emphasize.
Do you have a
through-
Facebook page? You don't.
We have a website.
We have our website, but even if you,
Right now,
very
social
active.
media, oh yeah, okay.
we're working on it also.
Very
We try to
active,
create-
yeah.
yeah.
Our website is most secure, and
So, but we have, as we said, we have our labyrinth
But
distributor.
it's secure. Nobody going there. So almost
People
like.
contact all the time. I receive calls from the state.
All right,
some
sorry to
people-
interrupt you. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So these prices we are giving you through it's through our labyrinth distributors. We continue to emphasize labyrinth distributors because one requirement for you to become a distributor is are you a labyrinth? So you have a business register and you are a labyrinth distributors, and we create jobs through that. And if you want to come to Semenco directly, we encourage you to come. But every price we give you, we'll add 15 cents. Why are we doing it? We are doing this to encourage you to buy through our labyrinth distributor. So I will just run through the prices.
Yeah,
through our
please, that'll be good.
Our labyrinth distributor prices.
Mhm.
For the 22.5, that's a super plus. It's $6.70
Mm.
distributor price. And the 32.5 is $7.50.
Mm.
The 42.5 is $8.50. And we provide logistics support just for the prices to remain at the maximum
$6.70 and $8.
$8.10 for the 42.5, which is almost
Wow.
our higher grade. So
So
yeah.
good that you're giving out the prices. I was like buying cement for $10.
No, so I was just in Cantor last week and I saw the cement, the one I called $8.10 for $8.60. So just when we carry the person as my colleague said, because they pay for their other bills, so they just add like 50 cents.
Mm.
And these prices we give them, we support them so that the person can remain affordable for librarian. And as you know, the inflation too will go even drop more, but inflation too cannot allow us to continue to go down. But these are persons who believe that are affordable.
And, and before you go to the line, right? Let me just provide this information before the public, right? Semenco has been here since 1968, and when we were here in 1968, we had two types of mills, and they were closed circuit mills, and we were producing 15 tons per hour each of these mills, and then until 2020 in the 2000 when demand for cement started to grow, the company decided to build a state-of-the-art mill that we have right now. So we increased our capacity to 65 tons per hour until 2019 again. We had to build a rotor press because the demand for cement was getting too much again on us. So we had to build a rotor press to upgrade our capacity. So we came up from 65 tons per hour. We are now to 100 tons per hour. It means that you don't need even any other company to produce cement aside from Semenco. We can share the entire country. We can supply you cement.
Well, I can go there with that one.
Yeah, and we have the best quality of cement from our 22.5x we just produced to our 52.5 hour.
ELBC Radio, the Speaker of the Honorable House of Representatives, Dr. Buffer Chambers, is our next person on the radio at 5 o'clock. I bet that will be his last interview. Everybody running back to their districts for elections. And I'd like to also inform you that the trending right now is that the standard bearer of the United Party is in the sub-region. He had to cut short his campaign trail to Western Liberia for undisclosed reasons. President Weah departed Liberia today for the United Nations General Assembly. And of course, Alexander Cummins is in Kakatama-Gibi County trying to woo votes for his election October 10, 26 days from now. And we're talking cement here. We can break down. Of course, we need to break down sometimes and build. So to build and have quality material to build, you need quality cement. Folks from Semenco, let me hear you. Just tell us exactly where you call from and your name and what make your import. Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
You're live on the radio. Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Henry Gua, and I call from Chiquito Party.
Go ahead.
My concern has to do with the prices, the federal prices that were just called. They don't call the Semenco price. They want to get that Labrador distributor prices.
I'm not sure, but again, they take a note. They will get back to you. Thank you for your contribution.
Thank you.
All right. He says you didn't call, so you gotta specify whether that was distributor price or Semenco price. The lines are opened. We encourage you to please call. Let us do this together. It is you who are buying the cement on a daily basis, and we hope we can get all these companies that are doing manufacturing of building materials like steel, shovels, and zinc, and as well as cement, to come to the radio and talk about the product, and let's see how they contribute to building the country through the business entities. So the first caller there was concerned about the prices. Whether, let me hear you. He's not ready. He's not ready. You call in, you're having a private conversation. We're not interested in what you and your kids are saying there. We're interested in you and Semenco. They are here. They are putting up a new product on Monday, Superplast. Let me know more about that. Hello? You're live.
Yeah, hello.
Go ahead. Your name and where you come from.
Yeah, I'm calling from Kowe. I'm Kama Bondo, calling from Kowe.
TB, go ahead. Ask your question.
Yeah, I listened to the SPOT in the studio there to everybody. But first of all, I will tell you good afternoon to everybody in the studio.
Good afternoon, Thomas Bondo. Go ahead.
Yeah, I listened to the SPOT in the studio there. The people that were talking about the cement press, but they never talk about those people who going to buy the retail cement. They only talk about their selling press in a place.
All right. Listen again and listen keenly. Thank you, Thomas. Good evening. You're on ELBC Radio. You're talking to Semenco now. He gone off. Maybe network problem. Too many problem with network. Every time it rains, the network is bad, or maybe he gone out of credit. But try again. The number is 0880-514-096. Let's ask all the questions we can ask. The folks are here from Semenco. Hello.
Hello.
Go ahead, ma'am.
I just want to say thank you to Semenco. I hear the new cement that come on the market. I will run quickly to Semenco to buy my cement.
You living around Semenco, or you got somebody working Semenco, eh?
No, I hear on the way to the 22.5. They can do start. What time they supposed to start saying it?
All right, they will answer that question. They took note already. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you to Semenco.
Thank you. She wants to know when you're going to start. All right. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello?
Please go ahead. Your name and where you call from. We're talking Semenco here. The cement people, like a made cement video with the sand and the water.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I want to say hi to the studio. And I heard what all they say about my name is Sandra Jion away from Bangapong County.
All right.
Yeah, they're talking about the 22X. But my concern has been going to the measurement aspect. Because this country, as we all know, now everybody is lesser. And more especially on the construction fee. So I'm concerned about the measurement. How many wheelbarrow can someone use for that 22X?
All right. Bone County man. Thank you. I appreciate that you called. The first caller from outside Monrovia. We need more callers from Maryland, far to reach counties. And what are the price of Ramsey was talking about cement in Ganta? We'd like to know from River G, Vonjam and Foya, as well as Sino, the price of cement and how do you get it there? All right, go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Bonnie FK. Do join from Bangladesh City, Bon County.
Bon County, thank you, man. At least you're dominating. Let me hear you.
Yeah, I would like to say thanks to your studio guest, and we need whatever bring is Mego in Bangladesh. Yeah, we have help out Liberia.
Good question. Thank you so much from Bon County. Bon County, you're smart. You just I'm put it from Nimba and Lofa. Thank you so much. When are you? Let's stop the call right now and go to some of the concerns. Starting with my brother from Bon County. why you don't open sub offices? Why I want a distributor? Why you don't have a sales office for yourself in the region, maybe in Kepamos or Zueju, maybe in Banga for central Liberia? One of the distributors, and you just let the product go out to people who probably would be exploiting the market at their own volition.
Thank you for that question. I expect it. So the Liberia Cement Corporation is not just only manufacturing cement. We are interested in building Liberian businesses. My brother, how many people will Cemento employ if they just open one store somewhere? We gave the responsibility to a distribution line, Liberian business, that will have the opportunity to open one station in Banga, Bon County, or Magibi, Kakata, or Nimba. So that way, the product goes far beyond Cemento reach. If Cemento open one hub in Banga, just one shop, how many people can that one shop give job? And this is why we even said, working with our distributor, you have the lowest discount. Because according to the Investment Incentive Act, Liberia Cemento, cement, the Liberian business, that Liberian people are supposed to get involved with those businesses. So Cemento is just complying with the law. Cemento is supposed to, you can't be producing the cement.
The law, I agree with that you're giving it to the Liberian people to empower the Liberian businesses.
Yes.
The law doesn't stop you from opening a hub that you can transport your cement to your hub in Banga. Then the Bon County distributors, why you want to empowering the distributors from Monrovia?
No, we have distributors from all across the country. We do not have to keep cement. My brother, cement got lifespan. Understand this.
Okay, that's good
So
point. What the lifespan of cement?
Cement, he will tell you, cement, you can't keep cement too long. Look at in a particular
What's the
period.
yes, sir.
The lifespan of cement is 90 days.
So
It depends on the environment.
exactly.
Yeah, but with a moistened environment, and where you have like this too much air conditioning thing, and your humidity is not well regulated, you need 90 days maximum, because the longer the cement will stay in stock with moisture present, you will have the reduction in strength or in performance.
Yeah.
So let's go through a couple of because we're noticing that, of course, you're entitled to your time, but the speaker will come in here shortly.
So
we don't want to go 1 minute. You know the put into the legislature, right? They can hold you contempt.
We
So
just remove
1 minute.
This is on the super class.
Somebody asked the super class measurement.
Yeah, the measurement.
Yeah.
So I hope you took notes. The measurement, the prices, whether it's distributor price you call or whether it's your price you call. So let's run through that.
So
Colin will come out to you, but let them run through something.
Let me just break the measurement, right?
Yeah.
The measurement of the cement. And now with 22.5, we tell you to go maximum 3 wheelbarrows. And it is not the kind of 3 wheelbarrows or in some places on rental with the block makers, right? Where they will lack the wheel and you will know that you are having 2 wheelbarrows of sand, right? We are telling you maximum an average wheelbarrow cement. 3 wheelbarrows maximum. You can go above that if you want to have maximum performance or maximum workability. You don't have to go above 3 wheelbarrows. Yeah. For Super Plus 22.5 Super Plus. Yeah, and I think there
So
is
for the
other
processes, let me
questions.
just run through the process. The 22.5 that's our super plus that will be valid on Monday is 6.70 cents for distributors. If you want to come to us, we're not stopping, but we'll add 15 cents. So you pay 6.85 cents
As the end user.
for end user.
Yeah.
So I can walk up. I'm not a distributor.
Yes.
I don't have clientship with you, but I can just buy it.
You
But
can buy.
I buy $6.85.
Yes.
All right.
And the same way the 32.5, which is $7.50, when you come to us, you buy $7.65. As we say, we're not just producing cement, we want to empower Liberian. And we trust this distributor. They are there with all the work we all. They want to meet our target, so they are always there to support you. So we talk to the Liberians to pass through the distributors. If we hire any, we are always there working with the distributor. If we hire any problem with any of the distributors, just inform us. But the distributors are always there, like Jion David, famous Jion David.
How many distributors you
We have
got?
over 70 Liberian distributors.
All right.
Yes.
They're doing well.
Yes,
Yeah.
Do they have any arrangement that they come in credit product, or they have
Yes,
to pay
yes,
cash?
sure.
Or if I want to be distributor, I come and get credit.
No, you gotta be doing business. How about you just can't start credit business?
First, I have to register as a distributor.
Yeah, but your credit term will be based upon your performance over the time.
Yeah.
So yeah,
the cash flow too.
Yeah, the cash flow. You gotta know your potential, your credibility. It's a whole process. We just take product give to people.
All right.
Yeah, it's a whole process.
You try that before you became the loser, or
we are not
you want to be on
forcing
the safe side.
we are not forcing customers. We're not forcing people to our product.
We're not forcing products.
We are giving you the best. If you test all the cement on the market and you try to use them, you will know that Cementco has the best quality because it is.
Wait, you take your raw material from where? Germany?
Yeah, we're not taking raw material now from Europe. We are taking most of our raw material from Egypt and particularly
the raw material you take from Egypt, Algeria, you can find it here?
No. You don't have any clinker. You don't have no.
What a name for that?
We have limestone, gypsum.
There's a stone or the
stone. A limestone
you bring it in almost processed.
Yeah, it is processed. It is being processed and tested, and then we also have certificate coming along with it. So it has to meet setting chemical component before we.
Algeria, Egypt using that for building too?
Yes, sure. Because first of all, let me tell the public too that we use clinker. And clinker is the predominant product in the cement itself. About 60, 70%, 80% of the cement in the cement bag contained is clinker. And then the rest of the other is shared with it, limestone, gypsum, and granite dust. Granite dust is the only raw material we are getting in Liberia.
Cementco is making a lot of money. I mean, forgive me if I'm wrong. This is since 1968.
Yeah.
So what can you point to say, look, we've been here, we've made some money, and we've given back to the people of Liberia through what you see, this what we've done. You see what we've done through your corporate responsibility. What have you done?
Yeah, the company has done a lot. They have done a lot, but I'm not.
CSR will speak to that, but I want to check what's going to reference the LRA.
Are you thinking? I know you're close to the port because you're importing things, so you want to have some advantage on the port. Why don't you go and open something to in Sino in Maryland, so you have ports there and Buchanan?
Yeah, you also have to look at the market.
Depending on
market,
it's driven by the market demand.
I agree. So if you open a production plant in Sino, you will be serving Grange there, Maryland, and River G.
Do you know the cost of running electricity in those places? Those are future
plans.
Those can happen.
Electricity.
How many kind of electricity we talking about running plane? Did I have one level?
That's how people say you got monopoly. You see, because you don't
have monopoly.
If you have monopoly,
you.
Oh my God! So what Monrovia you're gonna be?
No. We can extend to those regions through the Atlantic Ocean.
When are you going to do that? When are you going to do that?
We have to the other side.
Let me hear you call it. You hear the side of product, but I won't get into halftime too.
Let me hear you. I want to 2.5 because
let me take 3 calls. Then we'll come to your Super Plus. Hello?
Super Plus.
Yeah, hello. Thank you. There is so much calling for Banga.
Yeah, Banga, talking for me. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you for the show. Thank you to Cementco, the organization below. But it's just a recommendation, and I think Banga is also a main hub. We do believe in Banga that Banga will be one of the centers for our warehouse, and they will pass some of the cement and the transportation to hard to reach communities like for counties like part of Grand. So there is a recommendation. Serious, Banga is becoming a regional economic hub.
You made my day. Thank you so much. You made my day. Thank you. I hope you take into consideration. Central Liberia needs a cement hub, storage facility. Thank you. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead, my man. I'll cut you off.
Yeah, my name is Wilson Premier from Tapeta.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you for the show the afternoon. I really been following you for Tapeta, but I have been drawn to, let me just do a recommendation. The road from Tapeta to Ghana, is 40. So we also want to recommend to those guys to ensure that they have a soft branching data of Nima, because Nima, many of our houses are all bottom. So I believe it will boost also your business to get it done in the proper way. So thank you so much for
thank you so much from Tapeta. Thanks to our folks there, relaying our program in Tapeta and parts of Buendoru, as well as part of Bloody Allah. So we're good in Toastown right now. Thank you so much, Fred Yigben. Eric Moba said it's going to be affordable. It's going to be another word, affordable and what? Available. So you can be assured that cement will come all over Liberia. Gentlemen, well, I had you guys here for maybe 15 minutes. It was useful. Let's just close it up. We owe you 1 more hour, right? We'll arrange when you come back. So let's talk the last we have to say and then call it a day.
So we want to emphasize to our Liberian people that this new product, the 22.5X Super Plus, is in a green bag. It's a green and white bag, look out for it. This Super Plus product should be used to finish your work. You should use this Super Plus product specifically for black laying, plastering, and tile laying. We're telling our people this Super Plus product is a replacement for 32.5. We don't say Stramenem and go be black with it because no laboratory can test the water. Without encouraging you to make blacks with it, this Super Plus product is for your finished work, finishing your work. We want to make products, we want to make construction simple in laboratory here. We want construction to get easy for us who can afford. You don't have to save whole year Susu Club to say you're going to build one small Congo. When you start it small, when you buy a 42, you put the foundation you put the foundation down, small, until you can reach to the point where the house almost finished. You use your Super Plus product and dress your home. So we come into all the counties. Now we in Monrovia for the Bonkande man. We will always pass through your county to deliver to Nima, to Yekepa, and all the other places. So rest assured, you see our big trucks on the roads beginning tomorrow every time, and cement will always be available to you at a very affordable price.
Eric Mova, thank you, Ramsey.
Yes, Eric have laid the platform already. So all I want to say is cement is good, and when you are building your house, you should buy the quality cement. There are a lot of cement on the market. We are encouraging Liberian. Semenco been since 1968. We have never been sued. We have supported all the BP project in a place. Come to Semenco for a quality cement. Don't be a house that when you own out tomorrow, the start cracking, you get money to repair it. Come to Semenco to get affordable quality cement.
We're gonna need you guys, Roy. EJ Roy, man. EJ Roy, son.
With that, I want to.
All right, let me hear you.
Yeah, so like Ramsey have said, right? We have the best cement on the market. Don't be like don't buy from the people who forcing you with your cement, and after 1 week you see it getting kicked. Buy our cement. We've been here since 1968, so we know the business and we know how to produce the best quality cement. So thank you so much for listening to us. We are so humble and so honored to be here today. Thank you so much.
All right. I wish I had a Fox more than this time. We will try to rearrange the appearance again. Sorry to the callers. You keep calling the lines. I know it's an interesting issue about construction. Thanks to Eric Morva, the man from the good county of Lofa. Yeah, Eric Morva, and then Ramsey, EJ Raw, man, J. Ramsey Raw, and Victor Sa. All right, thanks. My name is Isaac Red. My pleasure. We will always be here with you. Get your cement and do your construction work. Speaker Buffer Chima comes on here when the legislative program comes on. But don't forget, the Bumper Show goes home until Monday when my man Jala Griffey returns. Pleasant weekend. Don't forget, 26